Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. I'm here with your July forecast. This will be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and it may also resonate if you're dealing with a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But as always, keep in mind, these are general, so they are not going to apply to everyone or not in the same way. Make sure to watch all your signs and just keep an open mind. And I'm using the Astrology Answers Master Tarot deck. Let's just dive in here, see what's coming up for Pisces. And I do shuffle a lot off camera as well, if that matters to anyone. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces in July 2019. There we go, we're ready. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. So with the Strength card here, I feel like you're regaining your strength. You're taking charge of your health, taking charge of your body, mind, soul. This is also, if you're applying for things, interviewing for things, you're a strong candidate. You're in a very strong position. This is also making decisions, thinking about the long term, okay? So whatever choices you have to make in the month of July, you're thinking of the long term, or your advice is to think of the long term gain and consequences, okay? And for others of you, may be dealing with a Leo at this time, or a Leo may be significant. And there's also something around the month of August. I think they're trying to say something about the Mercury retrograde, some decisions. If you can put them off until August, you'll be in a much better space. I think that's what they're trying to say. So let's have a look. Current situation, you have the Seven of Wands. So you might be trying to fight off a situation, or this is you dealing with someone who's kind of keeping their guard up, keeping you at a distance. And again, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. I feel like you're trying to respect someone's boundaries. Or again, you are the one setting up boundaries. You are the one setting up ground rules in a situation. This is also just saying, you know what, this is going to be a very busy month. But if you focus and you are discerning with what you give your time to or who you give your time to, you will be able to accomplish a great deal, okay? And it could be with your career, it could be with multiple areas in your life. You just have to be flexible, adapt, and quick on your feet, okay? The challenge, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, if you are dealing with someone who's kind of keeping you at a distance, it's because of a loss. It's because of a disappointment, a loss, a breakup, a separation, or the signs of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius might be significant as well in terms of the challenge you're dealing with. Someone who is very a stickler for the rules. Okay, if it's in a work sense, then you just have to follow this person's rules. They may be a boss, they may be someone that you have to work with, and there's just no way around it. You just have to follow their rules, okay? Bear with me. For others of you, this might be your energy where you have experienced a loss and you are very serious and clear on the rules you have now for other people. If they want to deal with you, this is what they need to do. This is as far as they can go, and so on and so forth. And so you might be keeping someone in their place and keeping them at a distance, and making sure they follow your rules. In the past, we have the Four of Swords. Now, if this is in a love situation, there was a time of separation. There was a time of no communication where both of you took the time to work on yourselves, whether that is through prayer, meditation, spirituality, self-reflection, just taking time in solitude to assess things. And I feel like it's that which is giving you the clarity of what you want, what you don't want, what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept, and so on. In the past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now this is a time of waiting and assessment once again. How much have I invested in this situation? Was it worth it? What did I get out of it? Do I still want to invest in this, or do I want to walk away from it? So I feel like you have two sevens here in the month of July. You have a choice. I feel like a situation from the past, and we are in Mercury retrograde from the 7th till the 1st of August, I think, 7th of July to the 1st of August. There's a situation coming back, okay? Or a person coming back, especially to do with love, where you have a choice. If you wanted to, you could invest once again in the situation, resurrect it, but you have to choose if you want to or not. If you don't want to, you can absolutely change course and start a completely different cycle, whether it's on your own at this time or with someone else. Crowning thoughts, we have the Judgment card. So resurrection is on the mind for a lot of you. Second chances, recovery, trying again, starting over, clean slates on the mind for a lot of you or the people that you're dealing with. And for others, this is, again, a decision around liberation. Can this be healed, or is it time for me to walk away? In the outcome, we do have the King of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It could be that for some of you, you're choosing this person. For others of you, they're choosing you. Again, if it's in a love sense. For others of you, this could be important communication. If you're going on interviews, if you're kind of, trying to beat out the competition, and that's what this is about. I feel like you will be the one that's chosen for a position, a promotion. Three of Swords, that's where you are. That's what you're dealing with. There was a loss, there was a separation, there was a breakup, and that's what you're looking at. Eight of Wands. Did I say Three of Wands or Three of Swords? Eight of Wands, because there's been communication. And the attraction is still there. The passion is still there. So that's where you're looking at it. Can we resurrect it or not? If it's in a business sense, you haven't been happy where you have been, or you've been searching for jobs and applying and talking to people. And with the Eight of Wands, you've been sending things out there, resumes and emails, and things have been very slow to get back to you. People have not got back to you in time. The Knight of Wands with the Four of Swords. So you're ready now to come out of solitude. You're ready to take action because now you have the clarity. And for others of you, again, this is a time of searching for a job or a better job or even a home, a new house with this. Four of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. This is a situation that you have struggled to let go of. That's why it's coming back around, because you have the opportunity to look at it, either to get closure and move on, or to resurrect it, okay? And for others of you, you have not been happy where you are in terms of work or money because they're not paying you enough, or they're not giving you enough opportunities for growth. The Judgment card with the Two of Swords, there's still a decision to be made about a resurrection. Choice is resurrect or liberate, okay? Resurrect a situation or free yourself from it. That's the choice. And you don't know what the choice is going to be. Even if it's your decision to make, you're still not sure what choice you're going to make, okay? And then with the King of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups. I feel like, though, for some of you, the Eight of Cups is saying, let's leave the past behind and try again. And for others of you, this is saying, I don't want to do this, and keep walking. We do have the Emperor, so someone's grown up a lot. And I feel like they can mean what they say now. They had trouble with that before, but now they can mean what they say. And they want stability. And they see you as the person who can give them that. Wheel of Fortune. New cycles or recurring cycles. That's what this is about. And big changes when it comes to work, career, the company you're working with, for the field you're working in. The Hierophant, it's about commitment. It's about family. Someone wasn't ready. Someone wasn't ready. And for others of you, there's a lot of red tape and hoops and bureaucracy that is not making you happy in the place that you're working. Two of Pentacles. Someone was very indecisive in the past, or they didn't have their priorities straight. They valued the wrong things or the wrong people. the Devil. That's the hiccup. That's why you're not quite sure what the decision is, because there's a fear of resurrecting a toxic situation. You're not sure if things are different now. So that's why you don't know what the decision is going to be. The Hangman, Six of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So for some of you, I feel there will be a clarifying conversation, or the guidance is clarify things. Express what the hiccup is. Express what your fears are. Express what is holding you back. And I feel like that's the way forward to make the right decision, or to help the other person make their decision, and to feel victorious in the situation. Alternatively, if you do come to the conclusion that you just want other things now, you've outgrown the situation, okay, you want to keep going, then that understanding, that epiphany, and the conversation where you tell this other person that is what gets you unstuck and moving forward in the right direction, feeling happy. Okay? And if this is in a work sense, I feel like you're giving someone an ultimatum. I feel like you have other choices, and they may try to tempt you to stay, and you have to make up your mind about that. Do you want to stay, or do you want to shift course altogether? And it's the same thing. For some of you are going to stay, but you will be elevated with the Eight of Cups, and for others of you, you're going to walk away and start fresh in a different direction, where you're going to have more power, authority, independence, some sort of managerial role, supervisor role, leader type role. You are walking the line between healthy and toxic. And I feel like that applies in all areas of your life. That's the energy. Walking the line between healthy and toxic. Trying really hard to stay in the middle. Because the risk is restarting a toxic situation, whether it's with the same person or circumstance, or a different person but the same situation. And you don't want to do that. You've learned a lot from whatever the heartache was. You've learned a lot from that. You do not want to go back to that. And I feel like you're faced with a situation that is, again, it's either the same person, or it looks very similar to what you've just gotten yourself out of. And you're like, I don't know. I can't tell the difference. I don't know if this is healthy or if this is going to be the same old, same old. But what's going to tell the difference for you is your intuition. I know you always hear that, but it's true. If you look at these options, they look very similar. There's no way to tell which of them is the right one, which of them is the wrong one for you. The difference is your intuition. Your intuition is going to tell you which choice to make. So do what you have to. Pray, meditate, spend some time in solitude. Dig deep. Allow your guides, your angels, the universe to speak to you, to give you a sign. And don't be afraid to trust yourself. Don't be afraid to trust what comes to you from your instincts, from your intuition. Don't doubt that you're making the right decision. But whatever choice you are making, in order for it to be successful, in other words, to take you to happiness and accomplishment, you have to fully believe in it. That's the difference. It has to be a complete clean slate. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay? So just take that for what it's worth. But there you go. That's your reading. Let me know how it applies to you, if it does what it's talking about for you. But I hope it helps you if you're dealing with these energies. Make the most of the month and trust yourself, okay? There's no wrong answer. For better or for worse, you're going to make the best decision for you. And if you still have lessons to learn, then you still have lessons to learn, and it's okay to go back to a cycle consciously, that you're going back to learn the lesson, not get lost in it. And I've said this to a different sign, I can't remember which. And if you decide you need a clean break, you need a clean break. It is what it is. You don't have to justify your choices to yourself or anyone else. Okay? Trust yourself. Trust your choices. And move forward with a lightness in your heart, knowing that you're doing what's best for you, one way or another. Okay? So make the most of this energy. Remember to watch all your signs, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.